Preseason podcast. Myself, Lord Jamal, Dot Holiday from HBCU Overdrive. We are here to, I guess, start some shit. Um, we are one day away from National Signing Day. We are a couple days away from schedule releases, and all hell has broke loose on every platform about schedules, and because Grambling was just feeling some type of way, they decided to drop their schedule in a video form. I just would like to say that I was thoroughly tickled by their schedule release. Uh, Trey, I think Trey is a Jackson State alum or current student. Must be Trey.
I think he's alone.
He's alum. Okay.
Yeah, alone.
Yeah, he apparently wanted to call the copyright police on Grambling State because, I mean, I get it, but I was thoroughly tickled. Absolutely hilarious of how all of that kicked off. So
they didn't have to do us like that. They didn't come to pick up my son.
I mean, it's
now you're
funny,
gonna have Kim Rashad.
I mean,
you're gonna have Kim Rashad being petty as hell.
I mean, the final clip was Marshall Falk getting absolute body slam. At least it's another AD showing some fight besides Ashley, because ours damn show ain't showing none.
Uh-oh.
And we gonna leave it at
that. Well, it was, and to be fair, I'm gonna be fair this week and only this week. A lot of schools just released a digital format of their schedule. There was no creativity to it at all. So again, I kind of get it, right? But that being said, wow,
Grambling talking all that shit in the preseason to get mollywopped a couple times. That's all.
Yeah, I'm trying to ease into this. I'm gonna try and ease into this, but it's gonna seem like I'm being petty, and I kind of don't care. SWAC preseason softball awards came out, and I just want to say this: FAMU and Jackson State are the two championship and runner-ups in the SWAC tournament. And if you didn't know any better, you would think that it was Prairie View A&M and Grambling who made the championship game. That's what you would think. But
I just want to say,
I don't know.
How is
Mike? I'm trying to show you a message.
How is the preseason pitcher of the year not on the SWAC all SWAC first team? That's what I understand. That's what I want to understand. I'm not angry about it. I'm not even being petty. I just need them to make it make sense for me. You know what? No, it don't even need to make sense for me, because I know I'm not the only person that looked at that and went, what the hell? Huh? Come on, what we doing?
Again, listen, I invite Lionel on the show later. Ain't no way we thinking that Prairie View is going to be better than FAMU and Jackson State. Ain't no way. Coach Bill got off the bus and went to the championship game right off the bus. What are we talking about? What are we
And
talking
you know
about?
what? And the only reason why
And
we
I didn't
lost
even
this
look.
game, the only reason why we lost this game, and this is no knock to Coach Bill, I love her. The D1 softball learning curve got us in that game. She made a bad call at who should have started pitching, and that's why we lost that game. I understand why she made that call, because I probably would have made the same exact call. It makes sense. But this year's team ain't last year's team.
All right. So for everybody that is here, I did say we are going to open up the call lines essentially. So the platform that we're on has an ability to invite people in and do a call in. So we'll get to that a little bit later, but we are going to go ahead and take some calls and just see how bad this can go. I'm interested to see how left this can get.
It might go good.
Oh no, it might everything might be absolutely positive. It might be nothing but positive messages. But I got some Florida State stuff to get to, so I am guaranteeing, at least on my end, it won't be positive. But yeah, the SWAC softball stuff is interesting. And I don't know if they did a preseason coach of the year. I didn't even bother to look.
I didn't see one, but that don't mean they didn't.
What was that? I didn't want to look.
If they did a preseason coach of the year for softball.
Coach of the year.
Nah, I ain't see that. I get the emails. They didn't have that. They just did the predicted order of finish.
Ooh.
Okay. And again, I'm perfectly okay with the order of finish. See this why. Zach is the reason. Zach is the reason. Zach is the reason right there. See?
You trying to start that man early.
Man,
we ain't even 30 minutes into the show yet.
So it's listen, we all good. It's all good. I am not gonna crash out because I explained on Twitter today. I went to Florida State. And a 70% is thank you, Lottie, and maybe you get to graduate. 100% is summa cum laude. It is what it is. But there was that. There is this NBA trade deadline that's happening on Thursday. And we'll talk about that a little bit. And it's National Signing Day tomorrow. We are trying to get Coach Gray on to the podcast because National Signing Day, HBCUs are going to have more impact with high school National Signing Day than, say, some of your Power 5 and Group of 5 PWI FBS schools. So we want to definitely take a look at that. This may shock you. I have sent a request to talk to coaches and players at Florida State. I don't know how this is going to go, but I have sent the request.
People finna tell us hell no. Probably just on the strength of me and Marlo, not even you. I said like 6 months ago that I used to wake up every day in undergrad and hope the whole school burnt down. They're not letting us talk to nobody.
Not the whole school burned down.
Yes. See, if you would have went, I know you know your Jackson State, but if you would have went to like FAMU and been into that, you would understand. And yes, there are a lot of Rattlers that went to that school for grad school, but it's mostly because they went for free. Because across the tracks at FAMU, we had this thing called a graduate feeder program. If you get out of undergrad with like a 3.0 or above, there are like 47 colleges that you can go to and get your master's degree for free. That includes Florida State, Duke, North Carolina, University of Wisconsin, all the big white schools that you niggas love. They on that list. So a lot of people went cross track for free. I ain't knocking it. Just saying.
Just saying.
Well,
Just saying.
Speaking of FAMU, look, let's dig right into it. This All In for Queen campaign is a overwhelming success. I believe it was over 800 donors across, I want to say, a little over 30 days. And this is talking about going into the Christmas holidays. So this is an overwhelming success. But my favorite part of it, and I don't have any other major donors, so if you know of some more major donors, I would love to give them credit. I'm going to give credit to the baddest divas at FAMU. Let me make sure that lady can't hear me. I understand the love of them ladies.
They are exactly who they say they are.
Shout out to my cousin who spring of 2001.
Listen, they are handbags and checkbooks.
Them
and somebody
said,
told them,
how much? Go get my purse.
And it went down. And so, listen, y'all can't tell me nothing about them ladies. I was okay with getting looked at sideways for homecoming because them ladies. I'm cool with it. If this what they gonna do, I'll get looked at sideways every homecoming from here on out to the end of my days.
Why they look at you sideways till you have no eyebrow?
No. See, and that's the thing. I had an eyebrow, but
that lady,
see,
that blonde haired lady gonna put him
I went to the day party.
He took her to the day party. She gonna put him in the headlock.
Oh, come on, Troy. You know,
and not the headlock he won't either.
We told you that last time, Troy. Troy being hard-headed, bro.
Yep.
So there are certain games that he said
he's going to go to the day party, whether she like it or not.
So there is a manner of 2 years ago, I had posted some pictures at the day party that made their way on the Facebook.
Who the hell posted pictures on Facebook?
There was your homeboy that not on here because he got his 2 pull.
Oh, damn. Ow. He still need us to go cut that pole down.
I don't know. He said he'll be fine on Friday. He'll be fine on Friday. And since I brought up Friday, since we're talking about family stuff, this Friday we will have AD Davis on. I know we've been trying to get him on for like a week and a half, but because of everything that he's been promoted to on other institutions, we'll have him come on.
I'll be nice.
Mike, look, let me tell you this, right? All I did was what every other dude was doing at the day party. Everybody pulled out their cameras and their camera phones to video. I pulled out my camera.
My phone magically be dead. Just a picture phone that.
Everything was all good. So this blonde haired Delta came by. And you ever felt heat on the back of your neck?
She was throwing daggers.
I feel like heat on the back of my neck.
She know your type.
Yeah. So anyway, I ain't getting no trouble. Don't get me wrong. I just got that look. So, but the next time they came through, I went and got drinks because I ain't no fool. But so AD Davis will be on Friday. National Signing Day is on Wednesday. I will be tracking it on Twitter. I will be tracking it on Twitter.
National Signing Day is when? Friday?
Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow. So
I
National
Signing Day will be way more eventful than that last National Signing Day we had.
this time our coach will actually be in town.
Yeah. Not on
Y'all
vacation.
hear me moving around. I'm making my lunch for work. So
You good, bro.
Oh, you're all good. You're all good. But hang on.
oh shit. Gotta make it up for Lover's Day.
What you said, though?
I'm looking at somebody in the chat talking about you gotta make it up for Lover's Day. They must talk about you, Troy.
You gotta be. Hey, Troy talking on mute.
You still on mute.
You on mute.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I got married. I don't have to make up for that. It is what it is. Speaking of which, I did put in my Valentine's Day gift request for a steal because I want to start making my own gin. So I did put that Valentine's Day in request in. A little different than the
Hey, I
Bass
know
Pro
what you
Shop
get one
gift
from.
card.
They make them
okay.
right up here. They make them right up here across the line. That just came out country.
I really want to. I want that I can put on the back of a truck and then drive home and make me about 100 gallons. But I know that'll be a problem in my neighborhood. So
I'll shoot you the website, but they really do make them right across, like right there. It's either Thomas County or it's shit, I can't think of it, but it's right there across the line, right there across the line.
And
Georgia
I want
Steel.
to make sure I want to make sure everybody know that I will, anything I do will be completely legal. I done looked at all the websites to be completely legal. Anything I make will be just for me.
I got you on distribution. It's what I do.
So, but NBA trade deadline, and again, I feel like this is an every other year thing. James Harden is.
You know what you should have did, Troy? Was stick that clip in to Jonah Kim Noah. What the hell is in Cleveland? Like, you like Cleveland? I mean, there's nothing there. Oh yeah, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There's nothing in Cleveland. Who really wants to be in Cleveland?
Man, it all started the trades all started today with Memphis, and basically Memphis is not reloading, they are rebuilding. They are tearing it down.
Yep. It didn't work. Man, because Ja Morant liked to play with guns.
And I think they sent the wrong one out.
Who they should have sent out?
They traded the wrong one. Jaren Jackson Jr., 3J.
Yeah, I would have kept him. I honestly, and I might get some hate for this, I would have moved Ja.
Yeah.
I would have moved Ja. I would have kept Jaren, moved Ja, and started completely over. Don't send him to Miami though, because he's gonna be in jail. He don't want to be in jail in Florida. But I would have moved Ja.
And then the big news came about with James Harden getting traded to Cleveland for Darius Garland. I have a lot to say.
They traded that man for a bag of Fritos.
I have a lot to say. I mean, yeah, you're right. They rebuild and trade them all, but you really can't. You can't do all that. But
I mean, but why they can't?
But-
Is Memphis, and before they became Memphis, they was in Vancouver. Nobody was afraid of them then. Nobody really afraid of them now. What are they losing? Can't trade them all. Why the hell you can't?
I think here's my thing. Here's my take on this. They lost their identity when Tony Allen and Zach Randolph and Big Spain, Mark Gasol, when they all left the team.
Why did they
grit
leave?
and grind.
Say it loud for the people in the back.
Well, Tony Allen was cut. Zach Randolph I think he was traded. Big Spain was traded too.
So we have a franchise with a history of making bad decisions.
You can say that.
Sound like the New York Knicks.
No, y'all got it right a couple of times. It might have been 40 years ago, but at least y'all got them right. I'm sorry.
I mean, the first person I'm trading like off the rip is Ja. Off the muscle, I'm trading Ja.
So
and I'm trying to get I'm trying to see if I can get at least 2 players, maybe do a 3-team trade.
You could have got 2 players, and probably a late first round for Ja.
Right. I would have never traded Jaren Jackson. I'm sorry. And I think part of it is start of the reason why Memphis is going down is because mate Desmond Bain, he got traded. He got traded last year.
Just move the Memphis Grizzlies to Vegas and give Mark Davis a second team at this point. You won't have to rebalance the conferences.
Mark Davis got enough to deal with right now.
Mark Davis is a good basketball owner. He just sucks at football. He already got the infrastructure built. He can build another facility on the other side of the Aces nice facility, and you good.
I would say this. I would say this. All you got to do is get Thomas Patrick out the building, bring in real football people, and we could build a winner.
But ain't Thomas Patrick on the ownership team, or is he only on the ownership team for the Aces?
No, he on the ownership team for the Aces, the Raiders. I don't think he's on the ownership team but neither is Mark. For the Knights, I don't think he's on. He's on the ownership team.
I think the people that own the Knights might be the ones that's trying to pull the Mavericks out of Dallas. That might be the same group.
Yeah. So, but
I mean, they could do something. I mean, if I don't think Mike Tomlin coming back to coach. I simply don't. I think he's probably is going to end up being somebody's team president. And if they were smart, but Thomas Patrick's racism is going to block him from doing this, I'll go get Mike Tomlin. And don't say he's not racist. He had black teammate. Yes, he is. Stop it.
That man had a "Will Make America Great Again" hat on.
And the lineman should have let his neck get broke.
So it's it's forever F Tom
Up
Brady.
and stuck.
But
Tom Brady.
I will say this before I continue to
What
bash
about
Brady.
Tom Brady now?
I'm
He's
okay
always
with their
fucking.
hire or what they're claiming to hire for the Raiders. That might be a good hire. It also but it comes with a double-edged sword because that also means that he's probably going to draft Mendoza, who is not a franchise quarterback. And if we draft the
They
number
would do
one,
better off. I think Baltimore is trying to move Lamar out. They better out going to get Lamar and giving him a fresh start in
I got
Vegas.
number one pick. You're right, Doc. We did say this on Sunday, but if it's me and I got number one pick, Lamar would be a choice because he
Okay.
don't want to be there in Baltimore no more.
I don't think they want him there. They just don't want to be dummies. Like they don't want to be the team that traded traded Lamar away.
Um,
Well,
I'm I'm sorry. I went down the Raiders rabbit hole. I'm gonna stop because they just gonna piss me off. I know. I'm already prepared for it. I'm already prepared for it. But while we in this little short little moment, so I'm gonna put a link in the chat. That link is going to allow you to basically log into the studio. Give me a second. That's gonna the link is gonna give you access to the studio, and once you're in the studio, you can actually request to call in. And when you request to call in, I'll get a notification that chat member X, Y, and Z wants to um, ask a question. So fill out the form, put your question in, and we'll take your question. So Zach, no, there's no good quarterbacks coming out of Canada Junior. Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt. Wasted 2 draft picks on Canada Junior. Neither one of them on the team. It's all right. Um, but Terrell Jennings is going to the Super Bowl. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, he had to beat his
But
teammate to get there, but hey.
yeah.
I
So
know. You know what? Whoa. Why are we there? I do not like the Rams, but don't piss me off next year, LA, and not give Xavier a damn contract. That man bailed y'all out all damn season. It wasn't his fault y'all lost that game. It was that other bullshit y'all did at the top of the game and then want to try and get him the ball late. Fuck y'all.
talking about when they played the Bears.
hey, if you guys can see that link in the chat, let me know.
And said LeBron James is going to finish out the season with the Lakers.
LeBron
They was
James
talking
is
about
going home after this. He going home, and Bryson never took his ass to Arizona.
wow. Let's see. The Bulls traded
He
Nikola
can't come to that.
Vucevic to the Celtics for Anthony Simons and a second-round pick.
Hmm.
Nah. Excuse me a second. I'm gonna put this link in the YouTube chat as well.
The black delegation would like to trade Nicki Minaj for a pack of annihilators and a bag of sunflower seeds.
She ain't even worth the pack of annihilators. The annihilators worth more than her.
And the sunflower seeds, especially the barbecue flavor.
Well, all right. So that link is in the chat. So if you want to call in, feel free. Click the link. Once you get into the studio, request call, and you'll be all set. You know, these losses that the basketball team is these. I'm not okay with these losing streaks. We went from the Louisiana Purchase to we can't win the Alabama.
I'm
I
still
don't.
not hitting the panic button on the men. I don't have a
Live
button
brought
for
up.
the women.
Yeah. Y'all won the Louisiana Purchase. Hell, we lost it.
Yeah, I'm not hitting the panic button on the men. I think if I had not seen any growth, right? If I had not seen them play complete games, I would be like, hit the panic button. But because I've seen it, I'm okay with it. And we still have to remember that a lot of times when you get guys from the portal, they might not play a whole lot at their last school. So these guys have to mentally and physically prepare to be on the floor late in games, be on the floor longer than 5 minutes, taking more than 3 shots a game sometimes, if taking any shots at all. You have to keep doing it. Like basketball is like you just have to keep doing it. So I'm not hitting the panic button on the men. The women's season is done though. But the men, they're okay.
Well, here's my thought. So, like last night's game, right?
I ain't even watched
I
last night. I watched
understood
Rival last night. Rival had some good basketball last night.
it. Sanders got to shoot,
Yes.
and if he comfortable with taking the logo threes, he gonna have to shoot. And I say that because if you, we got a big man in the paint who, if people can just double and back down in the paint, you're not getting no entry passes. But if you shooting from East Hale, they got to go out there and guard you. My only other issue is that he's also our best perimeter player, right? So he can drive to the bucket, pull up from mid range when he feel like it. He got to play. He can't defer to other people. And I get
No,
what Charlie is doing, trying to establish the big man. Shooters got to shoot, man.
but that goes back to what I just said. He gotta get used to that, right? I bet you the first time he took a couple shots and he ain't hear beep, I come in, he's probably like, now you know that SpongeBob meme, like what's going on? Right? So
Mm-hmm.
he'll be all right. Hey, you right, little baby. The temperature dropped to 9, and them boys said, I ain't signed up for that.
Yeah, they're gonna be all right though. They're gonna be all right. It's still early in the season. You're gonna play everybody again,
Mm-hmm.
so it's all good. I am a trash talker,
Yeah,
and
it's
the
not.
inability.
I hadn't been able to post my my Rick Ross baby mama meme in a minute. I don't like that.
Yeah. So I gotta
But
sit here and sit
softball
on my
season around
hand.
the corner. I got a feeling I'm gonna be posting it a lot. These.
I didn't already sent E and Dr. Kanisha. I done sent both of them my early little trash talk. Because I took that whole SWAC disrespect and went straight to, you know what, the first game is against Howard in the cold.
Whoop their ass.
In the cold. So I done sent my little trash talk.
Hey, did
And
you
Dr.
see that
Kanisha sent me a thing
link I
talking about
posted
this.
in the group chat today by Florida State softball?
Yeah.
If that is true, Florida State probably gonna run softball for the next 10 years. If that is true.
We start off the season, not the preseason little games that start this week. But when we start off the actual season, we start off with Texas Tech. Let's get right to the smoke.
Oh wow!
I mean, what you gonna duck it for? It's gonna come find you. Go at it.
You know, you got $1 million picture. It is what it is.
Hey, you right, but she earned that $1 million last season.
So
Actually, no, and I think they gave her a raise after that too. So I think she like 1.7 or like closer to 2 now. I was just happy this black woman. I ain't complaining.
$2 million.
Like, who the hell is this?
Oh yeah, no. Stanford messed up. Stanford messed up bad.
No, I mean Stanford is being Stanford.
EA. I'm gonna say this. Yeah, EA. I'm gonna say this. It's not only that he was shooting bad from free throws. Chapman missed free throws. Like everybody missed free throws down a stretch. So it's not just this. You know, I think the last 2 games they shot less than 70, either less than 70% or right at 70%. When everybody else is at 78, 80%. So it ain't just one guy, but he do got to shoot better from the free throw. But yes, softball is here. Both FAMU and Florida State softball is gonna save my Twitter account because we ain't been able to shoot no birds at nobody and say your mama or none of that. But it's coming. It's coming. And I wouldn't do that to Howard per se, but
I would.
they talk big noise about the Orange Blossom Classic.
I would.
I need
you
my
know what? I think softball is playing Florida State like we do every year. Hell, if we score a run, I'm posting my goddamn pictures.
We're gonna get the schedules, man. We definitely gonna get the schedules because the schedules brought out 2 types of people. It brought Mike out of retirement.
Should have stayed his ass and got down hiding.
Man, listen.
Yo,
let me woosah for a moment. I hope y'all can't hear my wife in the background because she's loud right now. The competition people. Let me just go ahead and say this. For all you hollering by, you need to schedule tougher opponents. One is you donating. Not to just your program, but to the programs that you're talking about need to schedule tougher opponents. Because I know y'all think there's some magic money that happens. Travel costs money. Taking the band places costs money. So we need to understand that. Also, as the PWI guy in the room, because that's how I see myself. The PWI guy in the room, HBCUs has been telling me forever, we need to take care of each other. If that's the case, D2 HBCU money games are other FCS HBCUs. That's where they get their money from. So if you dry up that money and say we not gonna give them that money, where their big payday is gonna come from? Where? So wow, wow. Yeah, you ain't right for that. But so you gotta be good.
Let
You
me
gotta
go
be
ahead and
good
get my.
citizens. You just gotta be good citizens. I know it's not a popular opinion,
Who the hell is the
but you
Pope
gotta be
school?
good citizens.
Who is the Pope school?
Let me go ahead.
Louisiana
Oh,
Christian?
they're playing Louisiana Christian.
Oh,
Louisiana
Lord.
Christian.
Louisiana Christian.
Now on that, I didn't even know that was a school, by the way. I didn't know that was a
No,
real
but
thing. I'm
on
This is
sorry.
Doc
cool.
show the other night,
It used to be called Louisiana College.
there we go. Chuck said what the name used to be.
It used to be called Louisiana College. They are part of the Red River Athletic Conference in the
That sounds
NAIA.
very racist. I just want to point that out.
Hey Keith, I agree with that. I will agree with that. If you can get a local FCS big money game, they still got it. Can't just be your local D2 school. You know, I don't even know where Fair State is, but you can't
Fair
just
State
it
is
can't
in
just be
Michigan.
Albany
It's
State.
in Michigan.
It's in the peninsula.
You know, so it can't just be Central State going to play Fair State. That ain't gonna work. They're gonna need a money game. Money games for FCS and D2s is how it keeps the lights on. Now,
I mean,
now
you're
that I
right,
understand that,
but to Keith's point, I get what they're saying. Like Albany State is coming to play us. That's a 2-hour ride. That's it. 2-hour ride. You can bring
right,
your band.
right,
You can bring your cheerleaders and everybody, and you can go back home the same night. You ain't got to worry about staying over. It's a 2-hour ride. But when you playing, if you're a small D2 school and you going from Central State to Jackson State, what's the point?
That's a long drive.
yeah,
That's a long drive. Your band can't come. Your
yeah.
fans can't come. So look at who is there. What's close to Central State? Central or what's close to Central State?
Hell, I think
Central State, as far as
Chicago
football,
State close.
Yeah,
Chicago State is the closest.
Chicago State. But they team still new. So they kind of at a they could play no, because they done moved up now. It's a couple of small PWIs in that area that they can play. I just can't think. Is Louisiana, Illinois, or Evansville is in that area? I think it's some small schools that they can play there and get a payday without having to spend 65% of it on travel.
Right.
Dang, fans
And Zach and everybody, don't get me wrong.
State. Let me look.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying
like
that you need to fill your schedule up with D2 HBCUs. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if, for instance, Alabama State traditionally plays Tuskegee, Turkey Day Classic, or whatever. I think they moved it around, or they're thinking about moving around, whatever the case may be. But that's traditionally a money game for Tuskegee. So they play the Turkey Day Classic. That's traditional. Now, if they turn around and play VUL the next week, I see the criticism. I absolutely see the criticism. Here's the criticism that I don't see.
Fans up is right. It's Youngstown.
Yeah, I may be wrong, right? And I'm okay with being wrong. I like to hear other people's opinion, but everybody wants to talk about we need to schedule for the FCS playoffs. That is all well and good. However, take for instance Florida A&M. Florida A&M in their region, how many FCS that are still FCS opponent or FCS playoff worthy opponents that are within the region? That's my issue. And then I get people hollering about like Chuck on Twitter talking about, well, if you can't play all these schedules, you don't need to be playing football. No, sir. That's not it at all. That is not it at all. Wow. I don't. What's happening?
What are we doing?
But uh, that's not going up on screen. Um,
No.
but it's got to be balanced. Like you want to play tough opponents, which is why I like FAMU schedule, with the exception of playing the Ibis immediately after playing the Orange Blossom Classic. But it's okay. I'm gonna stay in Miami for that whole week.
I
Um,
don't. I'm gonna be watching that game for Hobbits when they play the Wings.
eh, I'm. I'll tell you the reason that I'm going to cover that game is so that I can cover other games. Um, so and again, Cookman's schedule. Like a lot of people talking about, oh, well, Cookman's playing
It's out.
Stetson. You do realize that Stetson is not just no pushover squad, right?
Yes, the fuck they are. They don't even give out scholarships.
They don't give out scholarships, but they've had decent teams. They don't just have just walkovers, and I expect them to have a hard time with Stetson. I said what I said.
I'm
First
not worried
game of the
about them
season.
mistakes. And Marlo know I hate them people, but I hope they beat their ass just for shits and giggles. How the hell you gonna have a kid at a $50,000 a year school with no damn scholarship and you want to play sports? Be fucking for real.
Y'all already know when Nate, my middle son, told me he wanted to go to Stetson, how that worked out for him.
Well, so
They was
they
on,
are
and you know what?
Central
Stetson
Florida
tried to
first game,
recruit
and
me
then
to come there, and I realized they didn't have athletics, and I told them no, and they had a scholarship. What I'm gonna do? And this is before Bright Lines, so you would have to drive to Orlando every weekend.
Let me look up BCU schedule again. I looked at it earlier, and I kind of made fun of it because
I
of
got it. I got it right here.
we keep losing. Hold
Hey,
on.
hey, Zach, Lil Bill probably got like a cat with 9 lives, and this is ninth one because they had a good season last season. What? Stetson? Yeah, good, great law school.
What do you mean by that, Mike? Welcome to the show, Mike. By the way.
Man,
Hey, Stetson do have a great law school in St. Pete. I used to ride by that law school all the time going to the beach.
yeah, they do.
And it's a pretty campus too.
It's the only thing now.
Um, wait, what's going on? Why y'all can't? Well, what's going on? Why I can't see their
Y'all
actual
hear me?
basketball schedule? Yeah, I
Man,
can hear you.
Mike is in the comments being Mike.
Oh, I absolutely know. I absolutely know. That's why I asked what he means.
So 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 here's go. Here you go. So they got UCF the first game of the season, and then they got Stetson second game. They got a stretch where they have one, two, three, one, two, three, four home games in a row. They have six home games total. They got a 12 game schedule. They got VUL on their schedule. They play South Carolina State at home.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Bethune?
Bethune Cookman.
You talking about Cookman?
Yeah.
Why is this schedule?
Yeah.
Why? I got. I'm looking at FBS schedules site. I need to go to somewhere else.
Mitch McConnell's in the hospital.
Just go to the athletics.
You don't want me to comment, so we're gonna keep moving.
they have, so when they play Central Florida, they have 4 home games in a row to start their season. They at home against Stetson. They are homecoming. They celebrated homecoming early as hell. September the 19th. They play Virginia Lynchburg. They got South Carolina State, and then they got Alabama State coming in on October the 3rd. And then they're on the road for the next 2 weeks against Alabama A&M and Mississippi Valley. Then they host Jackson State October the 24th. On the road at Pine Bluff. They go to Baton Rouge. And then they have Grambling coming into Daytona, and then of course the Florida Classic at the end of the season.
That Grambling game, if Bethune-Cookman is having a decent season, that Grambling game might be a good game.
Even if they're not having a good season, that's probably still gonna be a good game. If key players are not injured by the time they get to that point.
And I'm sorry, I missed some of the messages in the chat trying to look at the schedules. No, stop.
What the fuck? Hey,
Mike.
Please
Stop. Listen.
Hey, Big Mike must be over there in Kensington
I got
and Philly. That's why he acting like
because I had to do this before. I got it. So here's the thing, right? If HBCUs are struggling, what is Florida State? Because the article came out today. $400 million in debt. But you focus on HBCUs. FAMU could never. Jackson State could never. Albany State could never. Bethune-Cookman could never.
Morgan could never, but he want to act like they could.
And I'm not even going to take shots at Morgan. This is not even taking shots at Morgan. But if you understand economics, you understand that the struggling is every athletic department in America. It is a rare occasion where athletic department is in the black, because they are carrying other non-revenue generating sports. So, and I talked to Keith earlier today, Fangs Up Podcast. I talked to him earlier today, and we both said the same thing. Florida State might be in debt, but they ain't broke, because they have the ability to get more money and generate more money, just like HBCUs. HBCUs that play football, especially on the FCS level, have the ability to generate more money, because when the season rolls around, cash flow comes in. So the struggles that you talk about it completely differently than the actual reality. Struggling is the football team might not be able to play next season. That's a struggle. We've seen teams discontinue their football programs.
Ooh.
Well, EA, no. The decreased revenue sharing payouts is because we sued the ACC. We're also carrying debt from that ACC lawsuit. The ACC lawsuit that didn't go to the university, it went to the athletic department. So whatever we got charged by the attorneys went to the athletic department. So we need to be honest about how all of this works, right? Second thing is, and what the big thing is, and I'm just speaking of Florida State because there is no way in hell I think the state of Florida will allow FAMU to do this. Florida State issued out bonds for the renovations of Doak Campbell. That is a huge debt load.
Sold them to the boosters. They absolutely did.
So, which do you hear how crazy this is? Right, Jacksonville don't have football. They don't have football for a reason. Football costs money.
They got basketball. golf,
baseball, softball.
Baseball.
Yeah.
I think they got a volleyball team too, but that's it. Football is expensive,
Florida
but
Christian.
also makes money.
North Florida Christian don't have football.
Oh, they got basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, soccer. They got a soccer team too.
And you're right, and Keith is right. With this year, here's the other thing about it. We had that lawsuit so we can go to, I'm not going to play games, so we can go to the Big 10, Big 11, whatever it is now, right? We didn't have all the sports that the Big 10 required. So we started adding sports. Lacrosse is the latest one to make sure that when we move over, our sports match up.
I mean, y'all already gonna crack their ass in women's soccer.
And wait a minute. And I tried not to make this a Mike had a criticism and throw it at Morgan. Mike, what's on y'all schedule? I know what's on y'all schedule. I wonder if you're gonna say what's on y'all schedule.
He not.
Some bullshit.
Because while we throwing rocks at glass houses, because that Quinn Gray schedule, let's just be honest. The first game of the season, that is a thank you to Albany State.
That and we like Albany State. I like them people. Them my people right there.
Yeah. And the rest of the schedule is strap up. Strap straight up, all the way down the schedule. Can't say that. Hell, look at the MEAC schedules. Are the MEAC schedules like that? I don't think they are.
MEAC schedules because they only got 6 teams in their conference.
They only got 6 teams in their top heavy. So what exactly is going on in the top? Don't include Morgan.
Listen, Mike, the stuff we used to get away. I don't know if the kids on Florida State campus can get away with what we used to get away with when we was on campus, because we used to have flag football tournaments on the soccer field. So I don't know.
Hey, where are they building that lacrosse field at?
You know what? I don't even know. Like when every time I go back,
because I've been looking at the pictures trying to figure out where they building it at.
I have no idea.
No, they don't. But that's the only. But the Big Ten will take.
Oh my God! Let me explain this again. Y'all keep hollering about the academic resume. First off, we have the high magnetic laboratory. It's been there forever and a day. That's one.
That ain't y'all shit. Y'all got it because you bogarted your entire engineering school.
Man, how we get off of the schedule and get on about
I'm trying to get there because people say crazy stuff and it drives me absolutely batty. The Big Ten does not care about it. And remember, Nebraska got into the Big Ten without having the AAU certifications. They don't care about
it. And they just fired a professor for failing a student on an absolutely horrible essay. FAMU would have walked me off campus the same day and told me not to come back, and I turned that in.
So the Big Ten don't care about that. The Big Ten care about you have been absolute trash, but your numbers is better than half the teams in the Big Ten. That's what the Big Ten care about. It comes down to numbers. That being said, what school y'all talking about? What school y'all talking about now? What school? Because the schedule list came out. Everybody was screaming about Southern's schedule. Everybody was screaming about Jackson State schedule.
The timeline been fighting since last week. Okay,
man. Listen, a lot of y'all wanted these schedules to drop early so you can make your plans for the season early, so you can get ahead. And I don't know about other cities. I know Tallahassee, them rooms is blocked off. And when they release the schedule,
they block off what, the first 3 weeks early.
Yep.
You just can't book them at all. You just have to wait until the schedules come out.
So the schedule. the us scheduling FAMU for our homecoming was not done on purpose. It was never done on purpose.
First
Our
off, it's FAMU
homecoming
homecoming
always
in Jackson. It is my
our
birthday
homecoming
homecoming in
is
Jackson.
always scheduled. Our homecoming is always scheduled between the the second week of October to either towards the end of October. We have that room right there. So wherever, because after that, because remember we are on the road the following week, and we ain't never had a homecoming in November either. So our homecoming is always going to be the middle of October.
And Mike,
And to be fair, a
they
lot
were
of
never
Jackson people
getting
was
into the
pushing.
SEC. Just stop it. UF would have voted
Hold
against
on.
that. UF would have raised their hand and everybody else's hand and say, "Nah, they can't come here." They weren't going to the
We're
SEC.
never
And
going to
didn't
the
we
SEC
talk about that
because
on
of
your
Bobby.
show the other day? No, we was talking about Alabama State because somebody said that they did it for the people, but Alabama State, they didn't need to schedule us to get their people to come home for homecoming. That just happened there.
No, we don't have to schedule FAMU for homecoming to get people to come for homecoming. It was automatically going to happen anyway. We automatically going to get 40 to 50,000 folks here for homecoming.
If there are two schools that do not have to schedule us for their homecoming and sell tickets, it's absolutely ASU and Jackson State. Not everybody else.
It's Jackson
And
State.
we got to remember, and we also got to remember 2 years. I mean, well, I can say 2 years ago now. 2 years ago, when FAMU came to Jackson, it was around the same time.
Yeah, but when y'all homecoming the following week though?
Our homecoming was the following week against Pine Bluff. But what I'm saying is it was done in that spot. Like last season, just having, come to Tallahassee in the first of November, that was, because we had went to Vegas.
And that's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah,
everybody pushed these schedules out to come early because with Jackson State and Grambling, people want to know, hey, are we playing in Vegas? But I honestly don't know why a lot of people was pushing out the FAMU schedule early, probably because of the Quinn Gray era. But that was a thing too. And now I come to find out that Florida State and FAMU have a game on the same weekend in Tallahassee with Clemson and I forget who we play that same week.
But we that have has Clemson. Happened multiple times, multiple years.
So
I just don't cut the Tallahassee acting up because you're going to LPR drive.
For real.
Them officers gonna be stressed out. It's gonna be state troopers there. They're gonna have to pull in officers from surrounding counties to come in. Just don't do nothing crazy. You going to jail.
Yeah. So, but the schedule, man, I get it. It's banter. Everybody want to holler about, my team better than yours or whatever. I get it. But it's a business to this. And I am the most fanatical fan in the world. Listen, Keith, I told you, if my God worked the way I think he worked, he won't make it out of Tuscaloosa. Wow. Wow, Mike. Okay. Wow. That's gonna be an interesting take. That is gonna be an interesting take. I'll put that up there so Doc can see that. No, Mike, we don't FAMU doesn't have any Friday games.
We don't play on Fridays.
Mike, you smoking crack, ain't you?
The Friday game, the big Friday game.
Since FAMU and Bethune-Cookman have been in the SWAC, we ain't never lost the game except for one to FAMU. That was it, and that was the Orange Blossom Classic.
Well, Bethune-Cookman had won shit, but the 4 games they won last year, so that's neither here nor there.
They actually won 6, but we're not gonna keep counting.
5.
We're not losing to Southern. We have a 7-game stranglehold on them. All started when Dion was the head coach, and continue on to having TC Taylor as the head coach. Come on now, y'all. Come on.
Again.
Why you think we're gonna lose to them? Because what?
All I know is my birthday weekend. I'm leaving Jackson with some eyebrows, chest hairs, or some Lee press on nails. That's all I know. That's all I know. I believe there is a Saturday game when no. I gotta check.
Both them games on Saturday, bro.
Yeah, no, the 2 games are on Saturday. When they have Friday games that are home, FAMU is away.
Yep. Because then the city really gonna be cluttered because you're gonna have downtown get down. The thing we have in Frenchtown, all the hotel rooms gonna be gone.
Scroll too far. Can I scroll this back up? I want to see if I can scroll this back up because I want to see who said FAMU losing the Valley again. Who said that? Oh, it's one of them. You know what? It's one of them D people. It's one of, I don't know. Is it Israel? Is that his name? It's one of them D people.
I would get mad.
Israel.
But
I'm not gonna get mad. I just want a better eyebrow and some chest hair. That's all I want. That's all I want. Ain't he one of them YouTubers?
I think so. Don't he have a show?
No.
Oh, he ain't got. This man doing. Listen, put the word out to all your favorite YouTubers. We betting eyebrows and chest hair.
He is. My eyebrows make my whole face. I can't pull my head low enough to hide the eyebrow. I work in the public.
So I know that she lady over there said that she couldn't bet no eyebrow because like she got them tattooed or whatever. That's fine. We press ons, whatever we need. It is what it is. Wow.
No, you ain't gonna give me no. Happening, I'm not doing no that.
What is happening?
Diddy stuff.
Hey, y'all getting out of hand.
Ooh. So for everybody that want to know, again, Coach T-Buck is my favorite Seminole of all time. However, he coached for Valley. I don't know, dude. Also, Zach has a show with Coach T-Buck now. So let me take that with a grain of salt. But if Zach want a better eyebrow, we can do it live. Wait, do we? No, they got to come to us. Yeah, come on down. Zach, come on down to Tallahassee. We can better eyebrow and we can do it live on Living Color.
Shave a leg.
Shave legs, whatever. There hasn't been, so there have been, I believe, talking to the people that I know in Bethune-Cookman circles, they're waiting on some updates. So I think it's more of like, that the kids getting
AKA AD is in the middle of the season and not paying attention to football.
So we'll see how that is. Who is popping like Brown? Like Brown, do you have a show? I need to know, like Brown. Do you have a show? Yes, Zach, make that trip. Make that trip. Do you understand? Y'all don't understand.
Man, we can get you an
Y'all don't
Olean
understand.
plate. We can get you an Obama bread from Olean. You can
Oh,
get you.
we
You can
tailgating.
get you
I
a. You
We
can
still
we
get
want
you.
to.
tailgating next week.
I
You
still
can
ain't
get.
got I still ain't been to Oleans yet.
Man, you tripping. You can get you some comp from Conway Comp, man. Listen, we can do it up. We have a good time down here. And I understand,
You say
Carl,
you got
man, you have
one
to
job
get
and
the
one job
leads
open.
earlier. You're going to be standing outside waiting.
Now, the real question is, while we talking about these schedules, the real question is, what is Troy Marlowe gonna do on homecoming? Because this year was the first year we was inside the game for homecoming because we worked it. Dear Heavenly Father, I come to you as a humble man, hoping that this year at homecoming, I can be at homecoming by myself, so that I can have me a quick drink before the game and enjoy the game. All things are possible through you. Amen.
If this episode disappears, the blonde head lady did it.
Ooh, Alcorn do got their schedule up. They got they are on the road at Southern Miss. They got the Southern Heritage Classic. Of course, they said they are in Florence, play against North Alabama, Texas Southern, Grambling. Now, y'all really want to talk bad about us? Arkansas Baptist?
Who playing Arkansas Baptist? Alcorn?
Alcorn.
Didn't somebody play them last year too, though?
And basketball.
No.
Basketball. Okay.
Yeah. Don't Grambling play them in basketball and beat them by like 100?
I think they did.
Just put it right there. I get it.
Crook. I don't know if you saw the press conference or you heard some of the stuff that Coach Gray talked about, but no, they not. Yeah, the Louisiana Christian. Like I'm learning about that school apparently the same way that Pop Like Brown is learning about it. I mean, listen, I don't know what Doc is that a NAIA school or D2
Mm-hmm.
school? Oh wait, no, I
NAIA.
think it's one of them other. Oh, it's NAIA. Okay. Um.
It's an NAIA school. It's
Okay. Yeah, it's listen, and I've been around a long time. It's a lot of HBCUs that I didn't even know exist. I'm still figuring out or learning about the junior college HBCUs in Alabama. So
Yeah, I mean, when I was
yeah,
in high school, we had went down to like 99, I believe, because Mo Brown had closed and another one had closed. One had closed, I think, in the Carolinas. But it's now that Mo Brown back open. I think we're back. You got it. One second, y'all.
little baby. You know who don't want to play little you know, for a little minute, it's some FCS schools that don't want to play D2 or NAIA schools. I ain't gonna name no names, but they don't want them. They don't want that smoke. My understanding, Crook, was Louisiana College used to be, or Louisiana Christian used to be Louisiana College. So, but Doc, y'all got a bye week between Skiggy and Edward Waters.
All right, I'm back, y'all. My
And
bad.
real quick,
Yes,
before
we
we
do.
get off,
We do.
real quick, before we get all
Check
crazy about I don't. Couple things. Edward Waters, we've had their coach on.
We
Friend
got
of
to
the
get
show.
him back for the season.
Yeah, that man has knocked off FBS schools when he was at Cookman. Play with him if you want to. He can coach.
And he got
Gucci
Gucci
suit
suit
with
down
him.
there.
So it ain't like Cookman thought it was gonna be a cakewalk to the first half of the game, and they realized they was in an actual dogfight. If it wasn't for the depth that they had on the team, oh man, it would have been close all the way down to the fourth quarter. But again, when you have more players, they had better they had more depth, and that was the difference in the game.
The
But
same thing
Edward
we
Waters
say
the
about
first.
when we go and play big FBS schools. If you have depth, you can hang with them. We saw that when we played USF. We definitely saw it when we played UNC. Had we had the whole team there, they probably would have ran us out of Chapel Hill on the bus that night because it was going down. They were going to lose.
Hey, John, ain't Delta State a D2 school? Like, while we talking crazy, ain't there a D2 school?
Delta State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who, Delta State?
Yeah, they're D2,
Yep.
ain't it?
There is a difference, and I don't care if it's an HBCU school or not. There is a difference between the upper echelon HBCUs, FCS schools, and D2, period. It is a difference. Hold on.
Hey, poorly coached might be an understatement.
I missed somebody's statement. Hold on. Okay. And this is not taking a shot at because I don't know all of the I'm going to call high value recruiting areas in Louisiana, right? But y'all throwing Coach Falk out there like he gonna run the SWAC this year. Let that man get in place. Um, let that man get in place. So I know we love the who is the fighting okra? Oh my god. Let that man get in place, get his staff to get, or get some season under his feet because everybody swore for God Michael Vick was gonna be the next guy, and he wasn't. Nah,
I said that.
I don't know
I
if it's
was
because he got,
definitely on that bandwagon.
I yeah, exactly. So let that man get in place. Mike now, everybody thought the same thing about Mike Vick. Mike Vick got some cozy in him. He got a lot of other stuff going on. So
Shit.
Boy, your internet connection does not like you tonight.
Let me talk about our schedule, dog. I think I said something about our schedule. Ken said something about the schedule yesterday. The schedule is the schedule. I know I wish we would have played 12 games, but it's a gauntlet when you look at the schedule, especially if you're trying to win the SWAC, you're trying to win the Celebration Bowl. You got to run the gauntlet. It's just one of them things where it is what it is. And I mean, to have two D2 schools on there, I mean, I I mean, it is what it is. It's just like it's like an FBS team having 2 FCS teams on their schedule.
I remember there was a time when FAMU would play Miami and then another FBS school. Thank God them days is over.
Gone are the days of us playing too. I
Come on,
absolutely
Mike.
hated it.
Because I think Bethune-Cookman, a couple years ago, played Miami and UCF or something crazy like that.
Uh-huh.
So,
and I knew right then.
They played Miami and
was it FIU? One of them down south.
I think they played Miami and South Florida.
So, with Cookman, I remember one year they had 3 quarterbacks go down in the Miami game.
Yep. And they better than me because I would have looked at the AD and said, "Hey, if we don't finish, how much do I get?" Y'all got it.
I mean, my whole thing is if y'all worried about the schedule, why don't y'all go and call the AD about why the schedule it is the way it is?
For what? So they can get their feelings hurt?
Right.
So they can get their feelings hurt?
I want to set them up. I want to live it up for them.
There is real, like we talk all this stuff about the schedule should be this way and that way. First off, you got to pick up the phone. And when you pick up the phone, your schedule got to match their schedule to make the game happen in the first place. That's the first part. That's the easy part. The next part is the economics.
And for some schools, they're going to see your number and not answer. So.
You know, so yeah, if occasionally you have nobody, like, remember, and then here's the other thing we keep forgetting about. The school in California, Lincoln, California, they was everybody's homecoming opponent. Them contracts is gone. So now you gotta scramble at the last minute to find a game. Like, we keep acting like these are all singular factors that you can just snap your finger and now I got a top 15 schedule on the FCS level. It don't work that way. It ain't that easy. If you in a FCS conference,
and I understand. Here's the thing. I understand Prairie View, what he wanted to do. He wanted to be the best in FCS, right? But at the end of the day, is there a guarantee that he'll be able that he repeats as SWAC West champions? Is it a guarantee that he goes to the SWAC championship game? It's not a guarantee. You can.
Crook say we making that over the church. Hey, listen. Sometimes nobody wants to hear this. Sometimes you need a break, Crook. Sometimes you need a break. All Black. I existed in a time where FAMU was routinely beating Troy, routinely beating back then it was 1AA schools. Like it wasn't nothing. A&T was routinely beating in-season FCS schools. Now, in the playoffs, it was a little bit rough, but it's possible. It is absolutely possible. So, and also, y'all can't play a tough old schedule year in and year out. You need some breaks. Because if you do have kids that have to be on your season for 4 years.
Yeah, you got to understand, y'all got a new coach, man, and you got to try to get him some sort of, you got to give him some sort of wins.
Yeah.
To try to boost up his record.
And then
don't get me wrong, y'all playing University of Houston is diabolical. Nobody's not running from them. these schedules are, y'all got to understand, schedules are made years in advance. Years.
They are,
Up
but
to
then
what?
contracts get broken because you have to remember. I think
Contracts get
this
broken.
year we were supposed to play University of Georgia. 2026 we're supposed to play UGA. That game ain't on the schedule no more. So you make the schedule 2-3 years in advance, and then coaches get fired, ADs get fired, programs fold, the economics don't match anymore. Teams decide they want to go a different route. Somebody gets accepted into FBS or gets an invite from a conference. Shit. Thank you. It was it UF? I swear I saw UGA on our schedule and I was like, what the hell? I might be thinking about it another year. But yeah.
And then Burrell, I want to make sure you understand this. Nobody is running from App State or any of the power FCS teams. Here is some reality. Canada Junior Schools is not coming to Tallahassee the first week in August doing control burns. It's not going to happen. AD Davis can make that phone call and say, hey, you want to come down here and be week 0 opponent? They're going to say no. Why are they going to say no? You was not going from Canada Junior to Tallahassee in the middle of the summer. Not happening. Even if they do get a win, it's going to be a hard-fought game, and their ranking is going to drop because they got into a slugfest with FAMU. Them people ain't signing up for that. I promise you.
Okay, hold on, Troy. A 3-year contract with Tuskegee is not running. A 3-year contract with Tuskegee is helping them out. Let's remember that. And then second, Mike. Hold on. Mike. Mississippi Valley having one of the hardest schedules in the SWAC is nothing saying that they not competitive. It's the fact that they need money. They have to fund. They need money. They are on the bottom. They the lowest on the totem pole when it comes to finances in the conference.
But all black. It's things do not exist in your little box of history. People keep liking to say, "Oh, well, way back. Hold on. History is history for a reason. It doesn't just happen in a 2-year span. Things happen in a entire historic bubble. The entire historic bubble, when it comes to FAMU and the FCS playoffs, I'm gonna tell you this, and you're gonna understand my feelings of why I say what I say. FAMU and Bethune-Cookman moved the Florida Classic so that they can get into the NCAA playoffs. The MEAC was not getting auto bids. Also, at that time, teams were able to bid on home games. Like, we conveniently leave that piece of history out. Nobody wants to talk about that. That really was a real thing. So, what went from FAMU hosting a home game, and they did host, I think, 1 or 2 home games. FAMU hosting a home game, that is a windfall. When you're not able to host a home game or you don't get a auto bid, it now becomes, how do we pay for this playoff run? Well, the SWAC and the MEAC figured, hey, if we have our own bowl game, we have a postseason, and we make money from it. Nobody ever talks about the media rights deal for the NCAA FCS playoffs. I wonder why. Because it ain't no goddamn money to the teams. We love to talk about this like sis boom bar, my school beat your school. This is also a business. Just like church, the bills got to be paid. Period. Because that's not the goal, Mike. The goal is the overall health of HBCU, specifically in FCS, in the FCF ranks. So when you can't guarantee you're gonna host a game and can't guarantee that you're gonna make money, you lose money. We've seen a
We
number
supposed
of
to
teams that used to be power
that
teams
Edward
in
Waters
the
game.
NCAA no more.
Hold on, that Edward Waters game that we're playing, that was supposed to be Hampton.
Yeah,
That was supposed to be Hampton right there. Hampton backed out.
and why did Hampton take y'all off the schedule? Because if they lose, that hurts them if they try to get a playoff run. It's real basic.
Then, like I said, to have to have Tuskegee, yes, we are helping them. We pay to help them. You give them probably about $75,000 to $100,000. It helps them out. It helps them out. You can say, well, Alabama State helped them out, but that's just one. Y'all do know that you do know that most of the schools in the SWAC used to be in the SIAC. You do know the 4 schools in the East in the East Division used to be in the SIAC.
Wait, hold on, whoa. Hold on, that went real fast. Hold on. I'm gonna put that up there a little bit longer. What are we talking about here? Well, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get it on the screen. What 10-year, $120 million deal? What? Hold on. My bad, Zach. I didn't mean to highlight yours. I was trying to find this one. My bad. EA, what? So if I'm not mistaken, that HBCU Go deal went up in smoke. If I'm not mistaken, that's one. Right now, our major deal is with the mothership, which is also why I want somebody to hire salesmen for SWAC TV.
That the HBCU Go deal didn't go up in smoke. You're talking about HBCU Plus went up in smoke.
Oh, you're right. HBCU Plus. That's what it was. It wasn't HBCU Go. It was HBCU Plus, which my understanding was that was part of the controversy with Go Share FAMU. But Grambling also signed that deal as well. So, whatever. Mike, ain't no fucking OnlyFans money. Ain't no OnlyFans money. There's no money in the FCS playoffs. You can't show me any one of them FCS schools that said, hey, for the championship game, we got $1 million for the conference. Meanwhile, ESPN sold big money ads for that game. Remember, the value of your content is what the advertisers will pay for the content, not what somebody tells you. It's and again, it's this was not supposed to be a media rights sermon. Bottom line is, and I like to go to ESPN events. I don't have no problem with ESPN events. It's specifically the media rights deal when it comes to HBCUs and the ACC. The media rights deal that HBCUs, specifically the SWAC, because of the discretionary spending of their alumni and fan base, is so high that advertisers pay big money, especially Florida Orange Blossom Classic, which, as y'all know, a few years back, I tried to get some ads for the Orange Blossom Classic, and I was priced out because your GMs and your Fortune 500 companies are paying big dollars to be in front of those eyeballs. Burrell, I would agree with that a whole lot. I said many moons ago that the Big Ten, when it comes to media deals, have TV people negotiating media deals, and we have academics negotiating media deals. There is a huge difference. Um, so
I'll put it just like
You know what,
this.
EA 13 times. What's going on?
I'm gonna be real. The schedule is schedule. Like it or not, shit. We coming after that ass in 2026. Get your popcorn ready. Bet you an eyebrow. Bet you a chest hair.
Listen, again, that phone, I'm gonna say this and we're gonna move on to this NBA stuff or the NFL. I'm gonna talk about this NFL stuff. The Canada Junior teams have the ability to pick up the phone and call HBCUs if they really wanted HBCUs in the playoffs, because they got the Ivy Leagues. If they really wanted HBCUs in the playoffs, they would seriously take a look at how the playoff structure is as far as the money is concerned and figure something out. Because it ain't hard. It ain't hard. No, no, boy. It's not the best. It's not the best car in the hood. We have the best castle in the hood. Because we
let me be real.
Our value.
Hold on. Let me be real. We ain't going to the playoffs. We not going to the playoffs. We don't care about the playoffs in the SWAC. If y'all in the MEAC, that's y'all. Whatever y'all want to do, y'all want to play CAA teams. Y'all want to play Northeast Conference teams. Y'all want to do all that. We do not care. We care about going to the SWAC championship and to the Celebration Bowl. That's it, and that's all. If you don't like it, take your ass on somewhere else.
Mike, I have never seen North Dakota State or Montana State coach say, you know what, we wanted to play Jackson State, and they said no. I ain't seen it. Y'all know my Twitter account. If you seen it, link me the article. I ain't seen it.
Man,
I have never seen Canada Junior say they wanted to go down. I am. I'm finna move on. Like I said, I'm finna move on to something else. I know you got to go to work. But
I ain't talking about
again,
that. I'm just
by
saying,
the way, y'all,
it's going all over in a circle. Like, damn, if you got your schedule, you got your schedule. I'm gonna put it just like that. All you have to do, play the teams on that motherfucker and win.
So, but anyway, real quick. So Josh Allen, well, Josh Allen was asked about the coaching change today on ESPN and how did he feel about it. And he basically said that he wasn't sure how to feel about it, if he contributed to it, and the team called him to help them hire the other coach. Now, Mr. Bean has gotten a promotion and he's fired the previous coach. And they asked him about his job. I'm sorry, ESPN criticized his job performance because he didn't put talented players around Josh Allen. And Mr. Bean decided that it was okay. You know, he do sound like a cartoon character. Mr. Bean decided that it was going to be okay to use explicitives, but the curse. I can't talk this evening. Excuse me, y'all. To curse about the criticism. One, nobody was talking about your wife, your mama. They weren't talking about your toenails. There was no reason to get up in arms. Everybody is okay to criticism. People can criticize me about how I build applications. I'm perfectly okay with that. That's part of the course, par for the course. It is perfectly okay for somebody to say, hey, I don't like how you do this in your job performance. That's part of the thing. Here's the problem. You didn't like that the previous head coach said you don't have the talent. You don't have the talent to win a Super Bowl. They didn't. They've they've had the talent on paper, but they haven't had the talent. My reasons is going to be different than Doc. But my reason is that we've had several years where Josh Allen was supposed to get to the Super Bowl. This year there was no excuse. All the superstar quarterbacks was gone, and you still ain't make it.
I think it's the
So if
curse
you
of the
losing to a
Buffalo
Bo
Bills.
Nix,
I think it's just the curse of the
you know what
Buffalo
I'll say is
Bills.
that. But the other Buffalo Bills with the 4 Super Bowls, he ain't make it to a Super Bowl. It ain't that. He just ain't that guy. Some guys are him and some guys
Told
aren't.
y'all,
He just ain't that
I
guy.
could have told y'all he wasn't that guy when he was at Wyoming. He ain't never been that guy.
Oh, I've been saying that, but people. I said he was a turnover machine, and Bills Mafia came from.
He got
So
he got to the NFL. He got the first round grade off of athleticism and having a strong arm.
you can use that link to call in. Click the link. It'll take you to the studio, and then you can go request call in, and that'll give you an opportunity to call in. Let me make sure I don't have no calls waiting. So that'll give you an opportunity to call in. But
I'm trying to get somebody called up.
Josh isn't the guy.
You want to know the reason why Jim Kelly, those teams went to they made it to the Super Bowl? It's because they had grit and they wanted to get there. It's just the fact that it didn't. They couldn't finish it off. They had 2 chances. They had 2 times where it was close, and of course, field goals, missed field goals and stuff. But I mean, that third time they went was the blowout. But they had grit and determination, and they wanted to go there. And then you got to realize too, you had a team. One year they had a team where the backup quarterback led them to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, beat Warren Moon. But again, they had, and this is a shot at Bean, Mr. Bean. They had a top 5 defense, and they had, if not a top 3 offense, the top offense every year of them 4 years. We disrespect Andre Reed. We disrespect Thurman Thomas. Although Thurman Thomas never had his
James
best game in the Super Bowl. James Lofton, oh my God. Like,
we disrespect James Lofton.
So
nobody never mentions that man's name.
No, they don't. And the only reason they don't is because of the Super Bowls. Super Bowls define you, which is why Matt Ryan will never be considered one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. He's just not. The reason that I will forever say Joe Montana is the GOAT is with my own 2 eyes. I thought Ickey Sheffield was the greatest thing since sliced cheese. I wasn't a Bengals fan, but I just thought going into that Super Bowl, they couldn't be stopped. Clearly, I was wrong. Clearly, Joe Montana was him.
We all was wrong.
Hey, EA, look, I rarely have anything bad to say about Keon.
I think it's time for him to get out of Buffalo.
He needs to do some more work. That too. I think he needs to do some more work as a professional receiver. But as a physical talent, he's physically gifted. But everybody in the NFL is physically gifted. So once he makes that transition, he gonna be a problem. Now, if he was to go to the Rams, yeah,
that would be nasty. That would be nasty. He go to the Rams.
But Listen, Keon is an interesting cat. It's a very interesting cat. But as far as the Buffalo Bills are concerned, the organization as it is now, it's a shit show. You have your owner taking shots at your wide receiver, your former football coach tell the assistant GM, hey, I'm sorry, Lawrence. Hey, we don't have enough to win, and you get mad to fire that dude and fire that guy. Okay, let's see what you do this year. Let's see what you do this year. Because the relationships that you have to repair, because when you get on national TV and talk about the wide receiver, other players don't like that. So, ooh, I don't know if I got no Grambling people in here, but ooh, okay. We seen the schedule video. We seen the schedule.
They did not have to do that. They did not have to do that to us. They did not. Oh my God! What was that? What was that movie? What's that movie from? Another. What's it? Another. What is it? Another team. Another team movie or something like that. Why they have to do us like that?
Oh yeah, I can't remember. Oh my God. Oh God, listen. I talked about listen. It was this.
I came here to pick up my son.
My son. Listen, this year has been some great moments in social media.
Look. Grambling did what they were supposed to do. They answered the call of what we did as far as when we did our video rollout, our schedule rollout, and they made it funny.
Yeah, they did. They 100%.
They made it funny. Like I can respect that from them. Don't be like Prairie View talking about we've been doing this. We the first doing this media, this football media stuff, and get your fucking feelings hurt. Because last time I checked, a man named Austin Robinson that's in Jackson been doing this for the last 4 years. Prairie View just decided to get on.
I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. I don't have no beef with. I know I don't have no right now. I don't have no beef with Prairie View. Why would I have beef with Prairie View? We beat Prairie View 2 times in one season and won the national championship. I don't have no beef with Prairie View. Prairie View has some very nice people. Prairie View has. I'm sorry, my experience. Prairie View has some very nice people. I like Jess. I like Lionel because Lionel is a fanatic like me. So I don't have no beef with Prairie View. Prairie View is some nice people. That being said, I'm not gonna lie. I do watch the back and forth on social media because it's hilarious. Yeah. It's a few. I want everybody to understand. It's a few schedules that's like that had dropouts, especially with Lincoln. Why the band got beef with Prairie View? Y'all different over there in the West. Y'all different. Y'all different over there in the West. I don't have no, contrary to popular belief, I don't have no beef with Jackson. I don't have no beef with Alabama State. Why would I have beef with Alabama State? I'm sorry. FAMU, Montgomery West. Why would I have problems with that? I don't have no problem with them people. It's good peoples. They are going to have me a second.
I don't have no problem with that.
I don't got no problem with Bama State.
I don't have no problem with Bama State either. It's Montgomery, Mississippi for us.
So, I don't even.
Oh wow.
I don't have no problem with Alcorn. I'm not putting that up. Absolutely not. I don't have no problem with Alcorn. I keep saying it wrong. I apologize. It's just I'm from St. Pete. I got to work on that. But I don't have no problem with Alcorn. I want G to come on the show. G seems like he probably big fun. I don't have no problem with them. That school in Daytona. Yes, I had Coach Hernandez on the show, friend of the show, good dude, good family man. Met him at the classic. All that. I don't have no problem. Um, Lord, y'all might have made me call Bethune Cookman coach by that nickname y'all gave him, Jesus. I don't have no problem with Coach Woody. None at all. I don't have no problem with AD Theist, Pretty Ricky is what they call him. I don't have no problem with none of them. I think Bryce is doing a great job as Bethune Cookman's SID. But when we come to play with them people is that school in Daytona. Point blank, period. They gonna always be that school in Daytona. Now, Media Troy is gonna call them Bethune Cookman, sing their praises. They're number one in the SWAC in basketball. All that. It's gonna be baseball season. I don't know them people. That's that school in Daytona. Hey, 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 Keith. He real petty too. He real petty. Ran up to me to show me his SWAC championship ring. So it's all good. Um, I see that, but based on my experience, Job Corps Institute, South Jacksonville. Um, I see that. I see that a lot, but it is my cricket. It's my belief that every SWAC school. I don't know a lot of Valley people, so I got to learn some more Valley people. But I think every school that I've encountered in the SWAC got cultish tendencies. It's just some cults are bigger than others. So, and I'm okay. I'm okay with being in the FAMU cult. I'm okay with that. So, Lawrence, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I was only speaking of HBCUs. Now, the Florida State in me, yes, them people is the boot skins. Them people is that school in Alachua, because that's what they call that county down there, Alachua. I don't. The only good thing that ever came from a boot skin was a boot. Period. So yes, I have beef with them. I have beef with the Ibis. I got big beef with the Ibis. But my beef today with the Ibis has more to do with the fact that Florida State has not been doing what they were supposed to do with the head coaching position. So that's my beef with the Ibis. When we get back right, I ain't gonna have no real beef with them. They're gonna be back to where they was before. So yeah, Lawrence, I talk so much noise about Florida. It's listen. In my undergrad days, I went to a game in Gainesville. Yeah, it. I thank God my daddy is who he is, because I could have been doing time right now. But but I will say this: when I went through that little thing that they call the mall in Gainesville, it was some nice girls in there. I ain't gonna lie. Outside of that, yeah, ain't no reason to go to Gainesville. Ain't no reason to go to Gainesville. They ain't got good food. They ain't got good football. They ain't got good nothing in Gainesville.
Yeah, I don't too much care for the Gators.
Mister
I'm a
Mister
Volunteers
Joe Flay,
fan,
what
so
school? What school are you talking about? I think that's a jaguar in his emoji or his avatar. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, I mean, one voice for word. Um, but yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, I love every HBCU. I do, but it is only one that has my heart, and that's because of my history. Like, if it wasn't for Marlowe, oh, okay, all right. If it wasn't for Marlowe, I wouldn't have been in Florida State. Um, Is that what that mall called, Keith? West Oaks. Um, but yeah, fam, you gonna always have my heart. Like people don't understand when I needed a job, fam. You gave me a job. When my firstborn was born, I had a job. I had a retirement plan. I had health insurance. I was making $15 an hour in 1996. So, not, I'm sorry, 95, 1995. I was making um, $15 an hour. And $15 an hour back then was balling. And all I was a janitor. The crook just said, God bless America, nobody else. But I get it. I get it. So,
Yeah.
I get it. Everybody has their warm spots for their institutions. And again, I am not an alum of FAMU, but if a fight break out, understand where I'm gonna be at. Just know, I get criticized all the time. People from Florida State, which if you are a Seminole and you say that I don't post Seminole content, you have not perused my timeline. Everything softball, women's basketball, baseball, track, lacrosse, any spring sports, I'm posting it. Swimming, diving, all of that, I post it. I rarely post football content because I'm gonna crash out, and I rarely post basketball content because I'm gonna crash out. Women's basketball. Speaking of women's basketball for Florida State has a lot to do with Florida State not investing in the women's basketball program. And that being said, the women's program currently have an auction going on right now. There are zero bids on that auction. Florida State, I'm specifically talking to you. What the fuck are you doing? This is a lovely way to tell the Big Ten that you are not serious about your women's sport.
To my, I got 8 minutes till my Uber comes. So
All right, we're about to get out of here. Again, I want to thank everybody for coming out. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. If your institution is running any kind of, whether it's NIL collective campaign or university athletic campaign, whether it's the main university campaign, donate to your universities. If you don't do it, who will? We need to normalize, hey, what did you give to the university? I'm not trying to be in your pockets. It's about, hey, we in this together. So, wow. Jesus. No chat on chat crime. But again, I want to thank everybody for coming out. For myself, Marlo was sick tonight. He got a tooth pull. He will be back here on Friday. Friday is a special podcast. We'll have AD Davis on. I'll start running the promos for that tomorrow. But we'll have AD Davis on, and then after AD Davis gets on, I will try and have the FAMU Avengers on, so we can talk about everything FAMU and how they feel about the new athletic director and where the program is going. So for everybody here at Fat Mouth Sports and HBCU Overdrive, I want to thank everybody for coming out. We are out.